First band I started was, I was the keys player. I think as I got into like heavier music, like rock music, and plugging my keys through big 8x10s and bass rigs and using fuzz a lot, and I got really into Muse, started trying to kind of emulate that. I think when I realised that 2 amps is better than 1, that's when it began for me. The most important thing for me is the ability to turn amps on and off, showing you this much, and then when the drums kick in, being like, and here's 3 other things. From the beginning I had this idea of having guitar strings on a bass, and then you guys came to me and built me the nicest bass ever. It was like I couldn't go back. Now everything has to be like this because they're just so easy to play. I think the orange one is probably the only instrument I have that has sentimental value. It took me through the whole writing process of the second album, staring at it going, please give me a song. The way I wrote them, they were so hard for me to play at the time. Lights Out, for example. But all I'd do is go. And then just put in the. Because there's no way I could write something like that. It was just too hard for me. I look at other guitarists' pedal boards and I'm like, Jesus, that's 3 times what I have. I use octave pedals, I use a POG. I think as long as the effect doesn't disguise what I'm actually playing, I don't mind the fact you can hear my hand hitting the pickup and you can hear that it's scratching around. It's got to be real. I always go back to 7 Nation Army where I'm like, that could be the first thing you teach someone, and it's the riff that every guitarist wished they wrote. It's not about being clever or flash. It's about the idea. And luckily for me, I can't play those flash ideas anyway. So my interest lines up completely with my ability. The new record we've made is a lot more based around the songwriting, really. A lot of it I wrote at the piano. Like creating chords, really, with bass lines, essentially. We've opened the door to a whole new sound for us. So as long as I feel like there's more to explore, I'm going to keep doing it.